2026 ஸ்டே டியூன் வித் ரம்யா த ரம்யா ஷோல நீங்க பார்க்க போற கெஸ்ட் நீட்ஸ் அப்சல்யூட்லி நோ இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன். ஏன்னா தமிழ்ல இருந்து ஹிந்தி வரைக்கும் டிராவல் பண்ண ஒரு கதாநாயகி இவங்க. ஆனா இவ்வளோ வருடங்கள்ல அவங்களோட லைஃப்ல அவங்களே ஒரு பாட்காஸ்ட் பண்ணது இதுதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம்னு சொன்னாங்க. அண்ட் தட் இஸ் ஸ்ரத்தா ஸ்ரீநாத். பட் ஹூ இஸ் ஷீ பியாண்ட் த ஃப்ரேம்? ஸ்ரத்தா ஸ்ரீநாத்குள்ள இருக்கிற அமைதி, கிளாரிட்டி, பர்சனாலிட்டி, நேர்மையா நான் இவங்களோட பேசின அந்த ஒரு ஐஸ்கிரீம் சாட் தான் இன்னைக்கு நீங்க பார்க்க போறீங்க.
I know I'm a beautiful person, and I'm more than that. I think I have skill. Like that's something you hone, or that's something you're either blessed with or you work on it. I was working on this Kannada film, and adla moon heroines. Okay, it was like a strong female subject. And orthar yenketta vandu she asks me, heroine or a friend character. It was a Grihapravesham. Anikiye I started my period. She comes to me very quietly and says, "Parvala. God will forgive you. It's okay."
Has there been any situation where உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் உள்ளுக்குள்ள நம்ம கரெக்ட்டா தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோமா, இதுக்கு பதிலா நம்ம அதை பண்ணிருந்தா இன்னும் பெட்டரா இருந்திருக்குமா?
I think relationships. One of my previous relationships, when my boyfriend told his parents, "I'm dating this girl, she's just turned an actor, she's an actor," and they were like, "Actress na."
How do you deal with breakups?
It's been a long time since I broke up, so I've forgotten. I feel if you just try and live a simpler life, that itself will lead you to the path of sustainability.
ஹாய், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
அப்படியே படத்துலேருந்து வந்து உட்காந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு எனக்கு உங்களை பார்க்கும்போது. ஆல்வேஸ் ஹேவ் தட் வெரி கேர்ள் நெக்ஸ்ட் டோர் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் அ வைப். எல்லாருக்கும் ஏற்கனவே தெரியும்பா இவங்க புதுசு இல்லைன்ற மாதிரி. விச் ஐ இன்ஸ்டன்ட்லி ஃபெல் டுடே தி மினிட் யூ வாக்ட் இன். பிகாஸ் நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இப்போ தான் மீட் பண்ணுறோம். பட் எனக்கு என்னமோ உங்களை ரொம்ப தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரியோ ரொம்ப பழகின மாதிரியுமே தோணுது.
That's a good thing, இல்ல? Yeah, it speaks. Yeah.
And I have to say in front of camera, நான் மட்டும் இல்ல, என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், அந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், இப்படி வந்து உங்களை இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல ஃபாலோ பண்ற எல்லாருமே வந்து உங்களோட அப்சர்வேஷனல் ஹியூமரோட ஒரு பெரிய ஃபேன்.
எனக்கு சந்தோஷம் என்னன்னா, some people understand my very whatever sense of humor, but there are people who appreciate it. That's a huge compliment for me.
That's a big you need a bit. Lot of women அவங்களுக்கு வந்து மனசுல தோன்ற விஷயங்களை எப்படி வந்து வெளில சொல்றதுன்றது தெரியாது. I love the way நீங்க உங்க வீட்ல உங்க அம்மா வந்து ஃபோன் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னா கூட வந்து நீங்க ஃபோன் பண்ணும்போது கால் எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. உங்க அப்பா வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போறதுன்னா 5 நிமிஷம் நம்ம முன்னாடி போனாலும் பரவாயில்ல, பட் லேட்டா போயிடக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்றாரு.
Oh wow, yes. Right, spot on.
So you sort of take us through your life in a very fun, humor, light sense way.
Right.
And we love it.
Thank you.
இது வந்து எப்படி உங்களோட இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் லாங்குவேஜா இல்ல நார்மலாவே நீங்க இவ்ளோ ஃபன்னா?
நார்மலா கூட. ஆனா நான் ஆரம்பத்துல தான் நான் நினைச்சேன், ஓகே இப்போ இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் வந்து it can be for two things. One, it can be to show my personality. Or the second thing is it can be to kind of just get lost in the crowd, because social media is a vast like ocean madri. You can be like, "Hi Instagram fam, join, like get ready with me." I have no problem with that, but then everyone's doing it, and then I realize, how do I connect agano? People have to see me and say, okay, I can relate to that. And I've always wanted to show my true self, more or less. அதனால அண்ட் என் ஃபேமிலி கூட இப்போ நான் ஒரு மிடில் கிளாஸ் ஃபேமிலி. அப்பா கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃபீஷியல், ஹி வாஸ் an army officer, அம்மா வந்து டீச்சர். ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்டட் டு ஷோ பீப்புள் தட் ஐ எம் திஸ் இஸ் மீ. நான் வீட்டில் கூட இப்படி தான் இருப்பேன். ஸோ ஃபார் மீ மை மிடில் கிளாஸ் வேல்யூஸ் மீன் அ லாட், and my upbringing means a lot, and I just wanted to show people that you can be an actor and you can be quite simple also.
Is that even possible? நானும் அதுதான் யோசிக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா ஒரு ஆக்டரா இருக்கும்பொழுது ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப் யூ சார்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல்சோ ஒரு க்ரௌட் இருக்குன்னா அந்த க்ரௌட்ல இருந்து கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா நீங்க you start getting closer and closer and close as you climb up the ladder இல்ல?
Sure.
அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களால சாதாரணமான விஷயங்களை செய்ய முடியுதா?
செய்ய முடியும். அது நீங்க அந்த ஃபேம் அந்த ஸ்டார்டமை எவ்வளோ சீரியஸா எடுக்கிறீங்கன்னா that is what results in either you stay the same or you do a 180 flip and become a totally different person.
Okay.
For me, I never took that fame seriously. Because I have seen people, like I can still walk on the streets in some parts of Bangalore and no problem. Like nobody, people will look twice because I'm pretty.
That's true. அது anyway நடக்கும் எல்லாருக்குமே.
I mean, people will turn around and they'll be like, oh, எங்கயோ பார்த்த மாதிரி இருக்காங்கன்னு. They'll turn around maybe. And some people will just walk by. Also in நம்ம பெங்களூர் எப்படின்னா there's a lot of non-Kannada population.
ஆமா.
So everyone doesn't watch Kannada Tamil movies. There's a lot of people Hindi
நீங்க
speaking.
எல்லா லாங்குவேஜும் நடிச்சிருக்கீங்களே.
ஆமா ஆமா.
So the entire country practically will know you.
Oh, well, technically they should, but I feel like life is pretty normal for me. And na saylam, I can do things quite normally, and I surround myself with majorly என்னோட schoolmates, என்னோட college mates, என்னோட theater friends. அப்படி பார்த்தா சினிமா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ரொம்ப ரேராகவே நான் மீட் பண்ணுவேன். இஃப் ஐம் இன் சென்னை ஆர் போஸ்ட் ப்ரமோஷன்ஸ், போஸ்ட் அவார்ட் ஃபங்க்ஷன் அந்த மாதிரி. I don't know if I have any friend who I'll specifically say, okay, let's catch up. And the madri, I don't think I've built relationships.
Okay.
And also it doesn't happen. You know, ipa na Bangalore la irpen. I'm like, I live in Bangalore. I work in Hyderabad, Chennai. And shoot finish panadakku aprom, I just go back to the hotel and I chill. And so that kind of time to bond is very little. Shoot la mattum.
Yeah.
And like over 20-30 days ku aprom you don't really meet.
இது ஒரு ரயில் ஸ்நேகிதம் மாதிரி இல்ல. they say that சில careersல ட்ரெயின்ல பேசஞ்சர்ஸ் நம்ம மீட் பண்ணுவோம். then நம்ம ஸ்டேஷன் வந்த உடனே அவங்களோட பேசிப்போம். just disconnect and
so true. You bond so much, you connect so much, and then it just cut off. You never know if you'll meet again. Ana in the industry la அந்த அளவுக்கு இல்ல. We meet, but we don't meet that often.
So this is interesting நீங்க சொன்னது, because I always thought, இப்போ ரீசெண்டா நான் என்னோட அப்சர்வேஷன்ல கவனிச்சது, சினிமா மட்டும் இல்ல, எந்த கரியர் எடுத்துக்கிட்டாலும் வீடை விட்டா வேலை, வேலை விட்டா வீடு அப்படின்னு இருக்கிறவங்கள விட கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப எக்ஸ்ட்ரோவர்ட்டா சோஷியலைஸ் பண்ணி நெட்வொர்க் பண்ணி when you put yourself out there, அதுல வந்து there's a little more edge, இன்னும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ், இன்னும் கரியர் growth இருக்கு. நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி உங்க பேஸ் வந்து பெங்களூர்ல, சோ நீங்க வேலை எல்லா இண்டஸ்ட்ரியிலயும் பண்றீங்கன்னாலும் இங்க வந்துடுறீங்க. இப்படி இருக்கும்போது எப்பயாவது தோணி இருக்கா உங்களுக்கு, நம்ம மட்டும் அங்கேயே இருந்திருந்தோம்னா நம்ம எக்ஸ்போஷர் ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும், we would have had more opportunities?
இருந்திருக்கலாம். அப்படி மேபி தோணுச்சு, பட் நாட் டு an extent where like I missed out on opportunities or that kind of regret. அப்படி இல்ல. For me, I always believe that your work speaks for yourself. 100%. You know, you work, you do a good job, people recognize you from there, and அதுக்கப்புறம் requirement irundha, like things will fall in place.
Okay.
Of course networking is important.
It is, right?
In this I can't deny it now.
யோசிச்சிருக்கீங்களா ஏதாவது நம்ம வந்து சென்னைக்கு மூவ் ஆயிடலாம், கொஞ்ச நாள் பாம்பேக்கு மூவ் ஆயிடலாம், ஹைதராபாத் போயிடலாம், பண்றாங்க, நிறைய பேர் பண்றாங்க. அதனால தான் நான் கேக்குறேன். It never struck you அவ்வளவு பெரிய, it's not a big deal for you?
It's not a big deal.
That's the answer.
It's not a big deal. I still believe that my work speaks for itself. Also, it's not like networking. I message directors, I call directors, and the madri networking, which is I also find comfortable for me. I feel like sometimes face-to-face networking I may not be very good at, because I feel it's very. I think I'm a little introverted.
Really?
Ama. In the industry join பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் I think I've become கொஞ்சம் shy, not shy but introverted, and conversation-na deep-ஆ இருந்தா எனக்கு கம்ஃபர்ட்டா இருக்கும். Like a small talk, அதெல்லாமே makes me kind of I don't know.
And the irony is அது தேவைப்படுது.
Exactly.
I'm also like you. எனக்கு small talk வராது.
Right.
But அதான் நான் சொன்னேன், இப்போ recently I observed that that's required. Sometimes அந்த phone எடுத்து I like what you did, I would love to work with you னு சொல்றது கூட is important. But அத பண்ணணுமான்னு யோசிச்சே பாதி நேரம் பண்றது இல்ல. Right? Yeah. உங்களோட இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் ப்ரொஃபைல்ல it is very nice when you introduced yourself in the bio saying actress not heroine அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. It made me remember how நம்ம ஊர்ல எல்லாரும் வந்து ஒரு பொண்ணு அழகா இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா அவங்க கிட்ட போயிட்டு நீங்க ஹீரோயின் மெட்டீரியல் அப்படிம்பாங்க. உங்ககிட்ட சொல்லிருக்காங்களா?
Never. In fact, they told me the opposite.
Like what?
They said, நீங்க ஹீரோயின் ஆக மாட்டீங்க, நான் ஷார்ட் ஹேர், கொஞ்சம் அப்போ I was a little heavier, so கொஞ்சம் குண்டா இருக்கீங்க, and like you know that stunning beauty, stunning beauty இருந்தா மட்டும் ஒருத்தர் ஹீரோயின் ஆகுவாங்கன்னு there used to be that misconception, at least, or that's what I was told, and I was like, oh really, let me try and prove you wrong.
Wow, way to go, badass.
Yeah, I mean seriously, because I didn't take it seriously, and I knew what I wanted. I know I'm a beautiful person, and more than that, I think I have skill, you know, and that you can't be like, that's something you hone, or that's something you're either blessed with or you work on it. So in fact, ஒரு வாட்டி I was working on this Kannada film, and adla moon heroines. Okay, it was like a strong female subject. Urvinu oru padam. Adla we were shooting, and there were a lot of junior artists. One day I was sitting outside the caravan. I was just on my phone, and orthar enkitta vandu she asks me, she said, வேற என்ன பண்றீங்க இந்த film தவிர என்ன பண்றீங்க? I said, இன்னொரு film முடிஞ்சிச்சு, அது இந்த வருஷம் ரிலீஸ் ஆகும். என்ன ஹீரோயினோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் கேரக்டரா?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You didn't get offended?
I didn't get offended because she didn't know anything.
But it never burst your bubble அப்படின்னு நீங்க சொல்றது எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா இப்ப ஸ்ரத்தா வேற, எல்லாருக்கும் ஸ்ரத்தாவை தெரியும், நீங்க எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, there's a line of films you've done,
right?
But ஆரம்பத்துல it's so important, the validation. யாராவது பாசிட்டிவா சொல்ல மாட்டாங்களா? அதுதான் நம்ம ஹோல்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும்னு நினைப்போம்.
I think எனக்கு அப்போவே சரி ஓகே, இப்படி நீங்க நினைச்சு you're thinking like this is my, you know, I can be a heroine's friend, but let these movies come out, and like I don't know, I've always believed that
செக்யூர்டா இருந்திருக்கீங்க.
Yeah, I was secure only because I knew that if you put me in a room full of pageant winners, I will not be the most beautiful girl. In that sense, you know, like that tall, fair, beautiful features, beautiful, like slim waist, everything, lovely hair, all of that. But coming from a theatre background, I know that I have something that maybe some others don't.
Absolutely.
Which is just like performance.
Absolutely.
So, I don't think I got insecure. I was just very go with the flow.
Great.
Yeah.
நீங்க உங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல வந்து நிறைய குட்டி குட்டி நோட்ஸ் எல்லாம் எழுதி வச்சதெல்லாம் அப்பப்போ ஷேர் பண்ணுவீங்க. இதெல்லாம் நான் ஸ்ட்ரைக் பண்ணிட்டேன், இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு நடந்துருச்சு.
ஆமா,
right?
Yeah.
So was this a manifestation somewhere? Can you tell me, like, உங்க லைஃப்ல நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி எழுதி வச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் later when you looked at it, பா ஸ்ரத்தா நம்ம இதெல்லாம் அச்சீவ் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னு நீங்க ஃபீல் பண்ணது என்னலாம்?
அந்த லிஸ்ட் நான் பண்ணது காலேஜ் டைம்ல. அதுல நான் சவுத் ஈஸ்ட் ஏஷியா பேக் பேக்கிங் பண்ணணும், அண்ட் என்னது I was like, I have to intern in this big law firm. அதெல்லாம் எழுதிருந்தேன். இப்போ பார்த்தா I just find it so cute because some of those things, those desires were my own, and some of them were borrowed. Like if I heard someone say, you know, after college I want to go backpacking, I was like, நல்லா இருக்கு idea, so let me do that as well. But I'll tell you very interesting stories because I just thought of internship பண்ணனும்னு ஆசை இருந்துச்சு. I mean, I was like, I have to make my resume very strong. So there are these very prestigious law firms in India, and I think final semester la na apply பண்ணேன். Okay, and they're a very big law firm, and I got an acceptance letter. They said, yes, you're joining from this state to this state. Exactly அதே டைம்ல எனக்கு ஒரு பிளேல சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சிச்சு. Right, so and they told me, and this was also a very big production, very big play, with some of the most fabulous actors of Bangalore, and rehearsals would be this so many hours per day. So now I have this and I have this, and both the dates are clashing.
Yeah.
And I messaged the law firm. I was like, I'm definitely going to do the play. Let me message the law firm and ask them, அங்கே எப்படி இருக்கு, நான் பேலன்ஸ் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன், I'll do a really good job, trust me, but if you can just let me go for these hours of the day. வேணும்னா நான் early வந்து வேலை முடிச்சுட்டு I'll go off. They said, sorry, this will not happen. Thank you for applying, we'll see another time. And in that moment I was like, Shraddha, did you have to, it's a very prestigious opportunity. But deep down I know that I didn't feel so bad because between law and acting, I already knew what I loved more.
By then
I already knew that the kind of joy I get, the kind of satisfaction I get is way higher. So I told mom and dad, I said, I got rejected. They said they couldn't adjust, so they rejected me. So then they were like, oh, okay, I mean, you've done enough internships. I don't think it should be a problem. They said, and but yeah, like recently I was going through my mail and I came across that rejection mail. So, I was laughing because I think I really appreciate the kind of clarity I've had most times in my life. I knew what to prioritize. I knew what I wanted. And say, okay, law and resume build பண்றது important தான் அந்த டைம்ல. But I was like, it's okay. I'll manage.
All for good.
Yeah, all for the best, honestly.
இப்போ நீங்க law சுத்தமா practice பண்றதே இல்லல்ல.
ஒரு 10 வருஷம் ஆச்சு. In fact, 10 வருஷம் ஆச்சு. போன அன்னைக்கு வீக்கெண்ட்ல I had gone towards Whitefield.
Okay.
This is a area in Bangalore. And பக்கத்துல அந்த ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் பக்கத்துல தான் ஏன் பழைய ஆஃபீஸ். The last corporate office that I worked in.
Which was Decathlon?
It was Decathlon.
Right.
Ramya, when I found out, I was like just looking at maps and zooming in. I'm like, oh my God, we are going right next to my old office. I was so excited. I was looking at that building and saying, guys, the last time I felt euphoria is when I rode out of this office gate and I was smiling. And it's like that moment in Pursuit of Happiness, right?
Yeah.
Where he's just walking on the streets and like clapping. He's so happy. For me, that moment, if someone had a camera and recorded, it would have been like a cinematic shot because I was so happy that day. But yeah, now I have completely left law. I've forgotten it entirely.
Does it help though? இப்போ ஆக்டிங்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு அக்ரிமெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் டிரா பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல, அதெல்லாம் கிளாसेस எல்லாம் படிக்கும்போது இல்ல இத நான் ஒத்துக்க மாட்டேன். இது எனக்கு ஓகே.
It does. It does. As in you just understand the language a little better. ஏனா for a lay person அது கொஞ்சம்
புரியறது கஷ்டம். நாளைக்கு ஏதாவது கேஸ் ப்ராப்ளம்னா நீங்களே உங்களுக்கு வாதாடலாம்.
Sure.
I hope that never
be a better lawyer.
I hope that never happens.
I hope so too.
So நீங்க இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல இருந்து வராத ஒரு பொண்ணு சினிமா இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ள வந்ததுனால கேக்குறேன். இப்போ நான் வந்து 15 வயசுல ஆங்கரிங் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சேன். அப்போ என் வீட்ல முதல்ல சொன்ன விஷயம் பேக் இன் தி டே 20 years back, ஐயோ சினிமா மீடியான்னு போனா அப்புறம் மாப்பிள்ளை எப்படி கிடைப்பாங்க அப்படின்றது தான். And then when you get into the industry, நிறைய விஷயம் மீடியா ஹைப் பண்ணி தான் அப்படி இல்ல இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரிங்கிறது நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும்.
Right.
What have you felt after coming inside? இதெல்லாம் நினைச்சோம் அதெல்லாம் உண்மை இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு.
ஆமா, என் parents sorry, I take that back. My parents never they were like, how will you navigate? அவங்களுக்கு அதான் ஒரு doubt because தெரிஞ்சவங்க யாரும் இல்ல. And you know, they were just a little worried about my safety and everything. And I not once have I taken my mom to a set. That's just how confident I was. Onnu agadu.
Okay.
And my parents also, they were like, okay, manage.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, right? Most people take someone along. Adum, like if you're just brand new, first film.
Yeah.
But my parents were both working professionals, so I couldn't really take them along, and we had that good vibe from the people that we were working with. But I think in the misconceptions, they're very old. Like it's the things you would read in magazines back in the day, right?
Exactly.
About being a dangerous place, or you know, it just being unsafe for women, or things like that. But I have met the nicest people, and it's not to say that people don't have bad experiences. People do have. I've just been very privileged. In fact, one of my previous relationships, when my boyfriend told his parents, I'm dating this girl, she's just turned an actor. She's an actor. And they were like, actress na, sort of thing, you know. They had some ideas, and he was like, no, she's not like that.
It's the conventional mindset.
It's the conventional mindset because in the industry, patti yarukume, like apart from, no one knows. We watch on TV, we hear on the radio, we read in the papers or magazines, but no one really knows anyone from the inside.
True.
Right? Because they're all celebs. Like directors are big people, producers are big people. So no one really has that inside info.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think all நீங்க இதற்கு சொன்னது எல்லாம் வச்சு நான் பார்க்கும்போது இந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இந்த செக்யூர்ட் ஃபீலிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு சைல்ட்ஹுட்ல இருந்தே வந்திருக்கு. And it goes back to me reading ஒரு ஆர்டிக்கல் about you where நீங்க கோட் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க 13 வயசுலயோ என்னமோ ஒரு பூஜை வீட்டில் நடக்கும்பொழுது ஒரு கோயில் பக்கத்துல நடக்கும்போது யாரோ ஒருத்தங்க உங்ககிட்ட வந்து பீரியட்ஸ் இருக்கு பட் இருந்தாலும் கோயில்ல வந்திருக்கீங்க, இட்ஸ் ஓகே கடவுள் உங்களை மன்னிச்சிருவாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. அப்ப யூ ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்டட் திங்கிங்,
ரைட்?
கேன் யூ டெல் அஸ் அபவுட் இட்?
It was a grihapravesham.
Okay.
Relatives புது வீட்டில் there was a puja going on, and அன்னைக்கே I started my period and I was 14 or 15 தெரியல. And எனக்கு தெரியல that இப்படி ஆனா you can't, you're not
can't
allowed
go
to,
to a-
because என் parents என் அம்மா எனக்கு
அப்படி இல்ல.
சொல்லல. They never told me these, they never set these rules. So somehow யாருக்கோ தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு and she comes to me very quietly and says, பரவாயில்ல என்னானாலும் God will forgive you, it's okay. I'm like, but I never asked for forgiveness. Why should I be forgiven? This is just like the most natural thing.
That was you at 14.
That was me at 14, and I started questioning these things. And I find it very funny when, you know, when you brought it up. I was like, yeah, because I spoke about this during COVID.
Yeah.
Instagram.
I think COVID more the inner leash in you was just out there.
Oh yeah, big time. Because we had so much free time.
Yeah.
And we were all introspecting our lives, our journey, our purpose, adallam. And for me, Instagram was a very good place to speak my mind. And I think most of the confidence for me comes from my parents.
Right.
You know, adum bigger, I think, contributor is nama ஆர்மில இருக்கிறதுனால we were just traveling from place to place.
நீங்க காஷ்மீர்ல பிறந்தீங்களா?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So when you're traveling so much, your mind automatically
Opens up.
There's so much exposure.
Yeah.
You just become a far more open-minded person, like
True.
a far more progressive person. And yeah, appa vandu he's always been like a no to all these regressive ideas. Always.
Okay.
So yeah, so that period story also, that confidence comes from knowing that, but it's just so normal. Why would you?
I know.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad that way. Also, COVID மூலது இன்னொரு part of you Instagramல ரெஸ்பான்சிபிளா பண்ண ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து starting to talk about sustainability a lot.
Yeah.
சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள் நீங்க செஞ்ச மாற்றங்களை நீங்க சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கும்பொழுது கான்ஷியஸா நாங்க எல்லாரும் உணர ஆரம்பிச்சோம். லைக் ஈவன் டுடே யூ ஆர் கேரிங் யுவர் ஓன் வாட்டர் பாட்டில். ஒரு வாஷ்ரூம் போறதுன்னா நான் வந்து டிஷ்யூஸ் யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேன், நான் ஹேர் ட்ரை தான் பண்ணுவேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுல இருந்து, வீட்டில் நீங்க வந்து பக்கெட்ல தான் குளிப்பீங்க, ஷவர் யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டீங்கன்னு சொல்றதுல இருந்து, menstrual cups நீங்க நிறைய ஹைலைட் பண்ணி பேசுனீங்க.
Absolutely.
Though it was also first hand experience for you அப்போ ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருந்த விஷயங்கள் எல்லாம் நீங்க சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தீங்க. But what was amazing was ஸ்பாட்லைட்ல இருக்கிற ஒருத்தங்களால எப்படி வந்து இதெல்லாம் ப்ராக்டிக்கலா அவ்வளோ ட்ராவல் பண்றீங்க, you're putting yourself out there, எப்படி பண்ண முடியுது? especially when you said about நான் வந்து சென்னையில் மெட்ரோலலாம் எடுத்து கூட ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கேன், இன்னும் பெங்களூர்ல இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி எனக்கு கிடைக்கல, பட் ஐ எம் ஃபீலிங் a little guilty about that அப்படின்றத நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. ப்ளஸ் ஃபாஸ்ட் ஃபேஷனை வந்து நான் ப்ரமோட் பண்ணுறதுல எனக்கு இஷ்டம் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி பேசுனீங்க. How are you today with all of this?
The thing to note is that doing it imperfectly is better than not doing it at all.
100%.
Right? If someone else can be like, oh, but neenga car otu vandinga. So what about that? You should have taken a public. When yes, sustainability is inconvenient. A lot of times it is.
It is.
But you see how best you can alter it to your lifestyle. Ipo enakku in the clothes potato and there's no metro connection, and for me I drive the car in Bangalore.
Okay.
Now Chennai la I took a train from I had taken a Shatabdi one time just for fun. I was like, let me take a Shatabdi Bangalore to Chennai. Okay. I was talking to people and sitting next to me.
I'm sure they recognized you.
Yeah, they recognized me.
And கேட்டிருப்பாங்க, நீங்க எப்படி ட்ரெயின்ல?
Yeah, so we had a very long 5-hour conversation.
Okay.
அதுக்கப்புறம் I was like, do you know how to like get a cab from the Chennai railway station? அது கொஞ்சம் complicated இருக்கும். Best what you do is you take a metro, you straight go there and someone can pick you up from there. I was like, oh, அப்படியா? சரி, okay. And they told me which route to take and everything. I did not have cash. On the time, I think Chennai Metro was only operating on cash. And they were like, chill, we'll buy you tickets.
So sweet.
I took a selfie with them. I still have it on my phone.
So sweet.
Yeah, but okay, so this is a random story I told you. Anna, I try and do the best that I can. For example, clothes.
Yeah.
See, the idea of sustainability is to try and go back and live the way our forefathers lived. We would always carry cloth bags, shopping if you see. They would always carry their own cloth bags. They would not be given some plastic bag or some paper bag.
Correct.
Clothes were worn, stitched. mended if there was any repair required, and then worn again. So there was not, consumption was low because also I think buying power was lesser.
Yeah.
Now the buying power has made you believe that you need all this,
Right.
you need to spend it, and somehow I feel nanu appapo you kind of tend to chase material joys. Shopping gives most people a lot of happiness.
Yeah.
And what's not to love about it? But I feel if you just try and live a simpler life, that itself will lead you to the path of sustainability. For me, sustainability it's always been, my father is that guy who will go and turn off lights wherever not required.
I think all
It
our
can be
fathers,
very
mothers
annoying
are.
at times. Anna, I'm the same person when I go to other people's houses. I'll just be like, "Inga yarum illa, like, can I turn off the light?" They're like, "No, it'll become too dark." Like, "Anga yarum illa, let me turn it off."
Correct.
Sort of thing. So and saving water, saving electricity, just being mindful of usage has been a thing that I've followed for a very long time, since childhood.
ஸோ உங்களால பண்ண முடியுதுங்கிறீங்க. இப்ப ஒரு செலிபிரிட்டியா இருந்தா கூட இட் டசன்ட் ரியலி டேக் இட் அவே.
It doesn't. I can always carry my water bottle. People just don't want to carry a water bottle because they're lazy, I think.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I carry it everywhere and everyone will drink from my water bottle. And then it'll get over, then I'll be looking around, where can I refill my water bottle, sort of thing. So, there's no difference between me and another person doing it. Yes, as an actor, I'm expected to wear nice clothes.
Yeah.
And, be... And that's something I try to do without being an overconsumer.
That's your journey there.
That's
and
my
sustainability.
journey. Yeah.
Okay. I want to definitely touch fitness because I love it.
this
You love
topic.
it. Yeah. So there was a post நீங்க வந்து 2019-20 ல போட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், which just broke the internet.
Right.
ஏன்னா அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இருந்த வெர்ஷன் ஆஃப் ஸ்ரத்தாவை வந்து யாருமே பார்க்கல. அந்த போட்டோ பார்க்கும்போது என்ன ஸ்ரத்தா இப்படி இருந்திருக்காங்களா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருந்தது.
Yeah.
From a corporate lifestyle, ஒரு லாயரா நீங்க இருக்கும்பொழுது இருந்த பேட் ஹேபிட்ஸ், அது மூலமா எப்படி உங்க வெயிட் கெயின் நடந்தது, cut to 18 kilos of weight loss,
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning at 4:30 a.m, twice a day workouts,
Yeah.
Insane diet, இதெல்லாம் பண்ணி உங்களோட வெயிட் லாஸை நீங்க அச்சீவ் பண்ணீங்கன்னு சொல்லி போட்டிருந்தீங்க. It was super motivating, empowering to watch. பட் ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் நீங்க வந்து நான் சினிமாவில் இருக்கேன், இனிமேல் நான் இப்படி இருக்கணும் பார்க்கறதுக்குன்றதுனால மட்டும் பண்ண மாதிரி தெரியல. தேர் வாஸ் அ லாட் ஆஃப், ஐ திங்க், அ மென்டல் ஜேர்னி இன் யுவர் ஹெட். இதை நீங்கள் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இவ்வளவு மோட்டிவேஷன்?
ஆக்சுவலி இது ஸ்டார்ட் ஆனது டைமில் ஃபார் மீ இட் வாஸ் ஜஸ்ட், இப்போ நான் அப்போது லாயராக இருந்தேன், டிகாத்லானில் லாயராக இருந்தேன். அண்ட் தே ஹேட் சென்ட் அஸ் டு யூரோப் ஃபார் அ என்னது induction kind of thing, right? Orientation.
Okay.
And there I have eaten a lot. In France, you can't not eat the croissants and everything, right?
Yeah.
But ஏதோ திருப்பி வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் I was just not feeling myself. I have gone for another work trip to Delhi, and I saw a weighing scale.
Okay.
I was already feeling like not myself after the France trip, right? I weighed myself and I said, "Oh my God, I have touched the 80s. That is not okay." And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. No one around. Should I join a gym? Should I get a trainer? Should I stop eating? What should I do? Luckily, at that time, my friend was also trying to, he was also on this fitness journey.
Okay.
Avanum and our friend, Chennai folks, they would go on long walks from Annanagar to Adyar or something. They would go, okay?
What? Annanagar to Adyar?
They would just go on a long walk. This would take 3 hours or something.
Only walk they'll do?
Just walk.
Okay.
And they had started losing weight, so it was very inspiring. So I told him, I said, listen, Nano, it'll start panno, just motivate me. He gave me full. He said, from today onwards, Apple is your best friend.
Step count.
No, Apple.
Oh, this Apple.
There was no step count back then. So basically, fruits are your best friend.
Okay.
You have to like reduce what you eat and sort of thing. So he gave me so many tips, and the interesting thing is the first few kilos you can lose very easily.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Exactly. So it's all water weight.
Amma.
And, yeah. So at that point, I was eating less and I was running. I would run whatever I could. I didn't know how to use weights and all on the time. I didn't have a trainer. So treadmill was there in the gym. I would just run. That to how much ever possible.
Okay.
I lost about 8 kilos like that. And adale, there was a lot of visible difference.
Of course.
Now what happened is, after this 8 kilo loss, I got selected for my first film.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Ah.
And they spotted, it was a street casting kind of thing. They spotted me on Facebook and they said, interesting face, let's call her for an audition. Got through.
Amazing.
I was like, wow, I'm like some in 70s, my weight was 70s. I'm perfect to be a heroine now. And they're like, no, you have to lose weight.
Oh.
So up I started with my friend, started working out like crazy. But that was not a sustainable way. You can't work out twice a day.
அதுதான் ஒரு நாள்ல ரெண்டு தடவை ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ற ஃபேஸா?
Yeah.
Okay.
அதுதான்.
Okay.
And from there I lost like whatever 18.
என்ன சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருந்தீங்க இந்த டயத்துல?
மார்னிங்ல this much cornflakes, அவ்வளோ milk, ஒரு orange, லஞ்ச்க்கு ரெண்டு சப்பாத்தி, sabzi, and dinnerக்கு like bread and eggs.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So it was a very extreme diet.
Yeah.
Now I know that that's not.
What happened? நீங்க transformation achieve பண்ணீங்க?
Transformation achieve பண்ணேன் ஒரு அளவுக்கு ரொம்ப like I was feeling thin.
Yeah.
That thin feeling is only வேற மாதிரி. So I become thin and everything. Shot the film. So what happens? This weight yo-yoing happens, right?
Yeah.
You reach a certain weight, you let go a little bit.
Again, கொஞ்சம் weight gain ஆகும்.
And then again you start crash dieting or do 2 workouts a day. The phase that I am in right now is truly the most peaceful phase of my life with regard to food and workouts. I love movement. I genuinely love movement, and I can challenge anyone who says that enakku pudikadhu. And I'll be like, you do it consistently, and then you see how you feel restless without it.
Yeah.
Right? I love workouts, and I try to make it fun. I go cycling, I go running. I try and challenge myself in the gym. So like doing a pistol squat or doing a pull up.
Yeah, this pull up. Way to go.
Thank you. But you really need to be surrounded by the right people.
Correct.
And you need a good trainer who will. Working out is easy. Working out on your own is also easy. Google search panna, you'll get like 10 exercises. And I have to work out in a way that takes you to your goals. That for that you need a good trainer.
So you work out every day now?
I work out I do strength training 4 times a week.
Okay.
I run twice a week. And one day is my active rest day. So I can choose to do, I can play paddle, pickle, whatever I feel like. I also go rock climbing sometimes. So there's so many fun things that you can do.
So இதெல்லாம் பெங்களூர்ல இருக்கும்போது okay. When you travel, shoot பண்ணும்போது, how does it change in terms of your movement and also in terms of your eating habits?
Good question. Great question. Movement definitely takes a hit. You know, if you're working 8 hours, 10 hours a day, you can't get the steps that you like. But you can get that one workout in.
Okay.
So even if it's like a 6 a.m. call sheet, my friends laugh at me because I wake up at 3:30 a.m., finish my workout, and I have done all of that. And when I get picked up in the car to go, everyone is sleepy, and I'm like so fresh.
Charged.
I've had my coffee, I've had everything. I'm like fully pumped up from the gym. So I do get that one workout. Steps, I don't overthink.
Okay.
I'm like, it's okay. Whatever activity is happening during work, shoot daily, that is enough. Food that is the most critical part.
It is.
ஏன்னா வீட்ல பண்றதும் and like hotel or like production food கிடைச்சதும், they're both very different.
Yeah.
Here you can totally control what you're putting, how much you're putting. Hotelல chefக்கு எத்தனை வாட்டி சொன்னாலும் I'll be like, just put 1 teaspoon of oil, chef. And they don't know.
You don't have control,
You
illa?
don't have control. So that's the thing. It's again, even with sustainability, even with fitness, do the best you can. Doing something imperfectly is better than not doing it at all, right?
Yeah.
So consistently do, even if it's imperfect, it'll still like you'll at least not go off the track.
Do you have any non-negotiables? Food பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் நான் sugar சாப்பிட மாட்டேன், milk சாப்பிட மாட்டேன், அப்படிதான் வச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
இல்ல அப்படி ஒண்ணும் இல்ல.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, everything in moderation. I don't demonize food anymore, and I don't like it when people do that, saying like you're eating this, like you don't understand food. I actually did a short course on nutrition. That's when I understood. This was also during COVID. Just so now
you've been the most useful person, spending the most productive things during
I
COVID.
also watched a lot of shows on OTT.
Did you? Adhika time kadchida ungalku?
Yeah. But so I did one short course on nutrition And that's when I understood that food will it's just to power you, it's just to nourish you, but it'll never be the bad person.
Yeah.
As long as you know how much to put inside your body and you don't eat out of greed or gluttony. So
That's the trick. What about your sleep, Shraddha? ஏன்னா everything has to be in balance for overall wellness இல்ல. நீங்க இப்ப சொன்னீங்கல்ல நான் வந்து 3:30 மணிக்கு எழுந்து ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் 6 மணி கால் ஷீட்டுக்கு போவேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. மேபி இட்ஸ் அ ரேர் டே, பட் ஐம் ஆஸ்கிங் ஜென்ரலி ஷூட்டிங் இல்லாத நாட்கள்ல காலையில இருந்து நைட்டு நீங்க பண்ற ஸ்கெட்யூல்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்?
Shooting illatanaal I'm very free, right? So I make sure I sleep at 10, wake up at 7.
Okay.
This is one thing that I want to do as a habit, enakum sleep if I start sleeping at 12, 1 and I wake up later, adedo adu parents sonnado edo I feel like half your day is wasted.
Yeah,
Somehow we have all been taught that early bird catches the worm, right? And so waking up is a very good thing. I don't fully agree. I mean, to each their own. But for me, I want to have a proper schedule, sleep schedule. So 10 to 7 is my sleeping time. I go work out. After I work out, I get my 15 minutes of steps there only.
Okay.
Around the apartment. Then come back, watch some TV, lunch, go again for some walk in the evening, and cook my own dinner. Dinner is something I cook myself.
You cook?
Yeah, it's simple now. Because it'll just be a stir fry with like paneer or like eggs or something basic, but like with all the right ingredients.
So நீங்க சூப்பரா குக் பண்ண முடியுமா இல்ல you can cook to
actually நான் அன்னைக்கு நான் burgers பண்ணேன், veg burger.
நான் வெஜிடேரியன் தான், எனக்கு பண்ணி தருவீங்களா?
Okay, great. Because I don't, what is this anti-vegetarian hatred? I don't get into it.
அப்படியா, there's a hatred?
Hatred na, they'll be like, hey, just try some chicken, they'll say like.
I think you were non-vegetarian.
I eat non-vegetarian and veg, but vegetarian cooking is what I like. I'm not very comfortable with touching raw meat.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, I made burger the other day. I can cook pretty well.
Oh, lovely.
Decently well, yeah.
So எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்லயும் டிக் வாங்கிட்டீங்க நீங்க எப்படியோ.
It's just life experience. What else to do? You just have to try other things, see what you're good at, but yeah.
So talking about this health, what is a big change if I ask you to compare between Shraddha in her 20s, who was a lawyer, versus Shraddha now? Physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally. என்னென்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் நீங்க அந்த ஷரதாக்கும் இந்த ஷரதாக்கும் சொல்வீங்க?
Physically, I am strong.
Okay.
And for me, that's my motivation to work out. I want to strengthen my bones, my muscles. As long as I live, I want to live healthy.
Beautiful.
There's no guarantee when we will die. But when I'm old, if I'm still alive, when I'm old, I don't want to be a burden. I want to be able to take care of myself. And we all know that taking care of yourself, exercising is the only way that you can live a good quality of life.
Right.
So I was not strong then. I'm strong now. Back then I used to look at workouts as a way to become thin and to look beautiful. For me, that's
no more
criteria. It is one of the secondary outcomes of working out. But for me, I want to be a strong person. Emotionally, I'm in a more, how do you say, I'm a quiet observer of things. So I have quietly observed my own journey and the industry. So maybe then I had this kind of thing to try to do different things and like not knowing, right? Also, I was so new back then. Now I'm like, let's say 10 years ago, if someone called me somewhere, even if I didn't like it, I would go.
Right.
Because
you need to
get
there.
Yeah, exactly. Now I feel like I'll only go somewhere if it gives me true joy.
Okay.
That's what I meant when I said I've become an introvert. Like I don't spend my social battery on just anything or everything.
Super.
Right? I lay my boundaries quite clearly. All these things it comes with age, right? You just come, you learn with experience.
We evolve.
And we evolve.
Do you think fitness has helped you mentally become a stronger person too?
It has helped me in a way that I know I can do it. If I'm faced with an obstacle and I feel like I don't know how I'm going to do it, I'll be like, no, Shraddha, you can do it. Because that's the thing about waking up at 3:30 or like pushing from 50 kilos to 60 like dead weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that I can physically, like my body it can be challenged so much. Okay. So don't doubt yourself, Shraddha. You can do it. For me, it's that learning from working out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
நீங்க நிறைய travel பண்ணுவீங்களா Shraddha?
Yeah.
Are you a solo traveler or you prefer going with a company?
I am by out of no choice. I am a solo traveler.
What do you mean by that?
Because I don't know who to take with me.
எனக்கும் அதே ப்ராப்ளம் வருது.
எல்லாரும் பிஸியா இருக்காங்க.
ஆமா, நம்ம போணும்னு நினைக்கிற சமயத்துல யாரும் வர மாட்டாங்க.
Yeah, and you know, I also feel like if you want to save friendships, don't take holidays with them because
It doesn't last after the holiday.
I feel like you kind of like that frictions might happen during a holiday,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But no, like now, if my friends are married, you know, they want to have children, things like that. So I feel like let's just go. And for me, it's also a challenge, like solo traveling. I feel like I'm a little bit shy, reserved. If you push me in the out of my comfort zone, I like that kind of thing. So for me, solo traveling is a way to like learn a little about myself, learn how I perform under pressure or like under duress. Or
Great.
if I'm lost, how do I manage, sort of thing.
Do you like solo traveling also because நீங்க it's an escapism where you go to a world where யாருக்குமே உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது, உங்களை நார்மலா ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவாங்க, நீங்க என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணலாம், அந்த ஒரு ஃப்ரீடம் இருக்குல்ல?
So solo traveling or traveling with a group of friends.
Ama.
But yes, more so solo traveling. You know, you can be a totally
Anonymous.
You know, you can choose to be a totally different person also.
Yes.
I can probably tell people, hey, I'm Ramya.
You
know,
can.
And I'm a software engineer, sort of thing.
Actually, you should say that. இல்லனா உங்களை வந்து அவங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறம் அடுத்த நாள் அவங்களோட பிஹேவியர்
Oh my
மாறிடுவாங்க.
God, yeah. But it is that escapism. It is that sort of experiencing of cultures. For me, holiday is more that than escapism. It's the thrill of enjoying the money that you earn.
Yeah.
You know, like what are we earning and saving for? Save, put in stocks, put in mutual funds. I'm like, no, I want to enjoy the money also. You know, so it's a nice way to treat yourself. It's a nice way to tell yourself, you know, Shraddha, you work so hard. This is for you. This is
Correct.
Enjoy yourself.
ஹைக்லாம் பண்ணுவீங்களா?
பண்ணுவேன். Yeah.
I've always felt நானும் solo travelingலாம் பண்ணுவேன். Always felt I'll have a great admiration for our country, our city, all our privileges once we come back from a holiday. ஏன்னா especially இந்த ஹைக்குலாம் போனோம்னா அங்க வந்து குளிக்க முடியாது, ஒரு பாத்ரூம்க்கு போக முடியாது, டென்ட்டுக்குள்ள உட்கார்ந்து அவங்க குடுக்குற சாப்பாடை சாப்பிட்டு just to go and see that summit நம்ம போடுற எஃபர்ட் ஒன்னு இருக்கு.
Correct.
Even this is a normal holiday. எவ்வளவு பிரச்சனைகள் நம்மள சுத்தி உலகத்துல நடக்குது, நம்ம என்ன சின்ன சின்ன விஷயத்துக்குலாம் பெருசா ரியாக்ட் பண்றோம்ன்ற ஒரு திடீர்னு ஒரு மெச்சூரிட்டி, ஒரு ஆண்டனா
ட்ரூ
பிரைட்டா தெரியும்.
And if you notice, இப்போ நாங்க வெஸ்ட்க்கு போனா ஹாலிடே, India and west, further west, the kind of service you get in India, you don't get anywhere else. In India, truly Atiti Devo Bhava. I mean, the kind of hospitality they extend. But not so much. Breakfast buffet, if you're in Europe or somewhere, if you ask them for a spoon, it's there, you can take
மொரஷ்டு போவாங்க.
Yeah. So, I mean, you appreciate the safety of the house you live in. You have a house, you have food on the table. Adellame vanda these are the things you start sort of feeling grateful for. You asked me if I go on hikes. I have gone on day hikes, but not long hikes.
Okay.
In the recent past.
Because you're into fitness, I thought that is also something you might have explored.
I want to, but I have not gone any treks. I've done day hikes. Maybe.
Okay, great. Are you a person who decides on makes decision instinctively, or is it about logic? அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க உங்களோட decisions எடுப்பீங்களா? Generally in life, about anything in work, your relationships, anything. எப்படி decide பண்ணுவீங்க?
Mainly or gut instinct. And in my opinion, நம்ம பாடிக்கு உடனே தெரிஞ்சிடும். Like our body gives us signals, however small, about no, this is not a good idea, or this doesn't feel right. And I always listen to that kind of, and my gut instinct has always been right.
Oh.
Yeah, and the more you trust your gut instinct, the more your body will trust you. You know, it's like a two-way street. So for me, yeah, so like I said, there's this natural sense of take this, no, do that sort of thing.
You said you were always a person who had clarity on what you wanted in life. Has there been any situation where உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் உள்ளுக்குள்ள நம்ம கரெக்டாக தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோமா, இதுக்கு பதிலாக நம்ம அதை பண்ணியிருந்தா இன்னும் பெட்டராக இருந்திருக்குமா? It happens to everyone. ஒரு டெசிஷன் மேக்கிங் அபிலிட்டி சரியா இல்லாத போது சில பேர் ஒரு மென்டார் கிட்ட போவாங்க, சில பேருக்கு அந்த சாய்ஸ் கிடையாது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நடந்திருக்கா? அப்படி நடக்கும்போது நீங்க எப்படி டிசைட் பண்ணுவீங்க?
I think relationshipsல
அதுல தான்
I've always had that sort of. For the first thing is that somehow சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து சினிமா படத்துல எல்லாமே happy endings.
Yeah.
Or these fairy tale endings, these books that we would read, you know. I think that was just the worst influence on us.
Yeah.
So you believe in Mr. Perfect, you believe in, okay, there will be a happily ever after.
Right.
And coming to terms with, or coming to the realization where there is no perfect, there is the best that you can, the best that you can, you know, have, or the best that you can do. There is no happily forever after.
Yeah.
Also, it can, you know, there's no permanency in anything, basically. Relationships, life, work, career, sort of thing. But yeah, relationship la dhaan enakku I think in my past I have had that kind of confusions. And the thing is that in the end the decision has to be taken by you. You can ask your friends, one person will say one thing, another person will support you, the other will be like, no, you're being too irrational. But in the end you have to do what feels right to you. So
நான் ஒரு தமிழ் புக் ரீசெண்டாக படித்தேன். அதில் there was a story where அதோட எண்டில் வந்து it says how women வந்து ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்குள்ளே இறங்கி அவங்களுக்கு கமிட்டடாக உள்ளே போயிட்டாங்கன்னா they'll do whatever it takes to prolong that relationship and fight for it. அவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக they won't give up. பட் ஒன்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு ஆண்டனா உள்ள நுழைஞ்சு இல்லை இது ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகாது அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா பெட்ரூம் வரைக்கும் அலோவ் பண்ண அந்த பையனை அதுக்கப்புறம் வீட்டு வாசலுக்கு கூட அலோவ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க.
And you always feel like like you said sare aidum, or like illa you are overthinking, or you just like you're very accommodative.
Yeah.
And you're not listening to yourself, and this can mean giving the long leash for 1 year or 10 years.
Exactly.
You know. And but like you said, if once you realize that something is wrong, there's no looking back. Nothing in the world can save that relationship. Yeah, I think we are far more we kind of gaslight ourselves also sometimes, you know.
True.
You're feeling something, but then you're like, no, that's not right. Relationships.
But you've also mentioned in a recent conversation that you're not the confrontational type. ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம்னா நீங்க வந்து அதை முடிச்சிடணும் அப்படின்றது தான் உங்களோட இதுவாக இருக்கும். ஸோ when you see red flags, when you see that சில பவுண்டரிஸை கிராஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படிங்கும் போது how do you put the line there?
I don't react immediately.
Okay.
I listen, and I kind of make an observation of how that makes me feel, and then I think about it. I'm not the ordinary pick up a fight, or ordinary respond, or ordinary tell them that I didn't like this. I want to be that person.
You want to be
that
that
person.
person.
Because I internalize too much. And by the time I come out and say something, maybe the effect of it has reduced, you know. I think it's important to note what you're feeling and immediately tell them, hey, I didn't like what you said. Or red flags, nah, oh my God, red flags are absolutely not acceptable. In that case,
clear
in that case,
you won't be in the relationship is what I feel.
Yeah. And this is what your dating period is, right? Like your initial first few weeks and months. But for me, I don't like someone yelling at me, and I don't like yelling. So that's not the way a confrontation, that's not the way a conflict is resolved. It has to be saying, hey, you said this the other day, I didn't like it, and this is how it made me feel. And I want to hear, I had no idea it made you feel like that. I want to hear something that's close to an apology, sort of saying, and I want to hear their story also. But for me, it has to be very civil. Sometimes people, if I say I don't fight with my boyfriend, people will be like, how is that possible?
Correct.
How can you not fight? I'm like, I can't yell. It makes me anxious when even as a child, if someone yelled at me, it kind of gives me that kind of like flashback of feeling scared.
Yeah.
I don't like yelling. In an argument, I always start crying. So it has to be a very calm sort of space, and it has to be like that.
How do you deal with breakups? Like some people take few days, few weeks, few years. இது வந்து நம்ம சொல்லவே முடியாது. Versus ஒருத்தர் ஒரு மாதிரி நான் வந்து பிளாக் பண்ணிடுவேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் பேச மாட்டேன்னு சொல்றவங்களும் இருக்காங்க. We will be still in touch and be friends ன்னு சொல்றவங்களும் இருக்காங்க. உங்களோட கோப்பிங் மெக்கானிசம் எப்படி?
Depends on how
it ended.
Depends on how it ended, depends on how deep it was. Some relationships are easy to get out of, and you know, maybe it's still like a trial period, whatever. Some relationships you also feel bad about, maybe you hurt them by ending things. you know, there's that guilt, which you
Yeah.
shouldn't have, because in the end it's always for the better. Some relationships ending is for the best of both people. Mm, it's been a long time since I broke up, so I've forgotten.
இல்ல பட் உங்களால ஃப்ரெண்டா இருக்க முடியுமா? நீங்க டேட் பண்ண ஒரு பர்சனோட பிரேக்கப் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் அவங்களோட திருப்பி காஃபி உட்காந்து குடிச்சு we'll still be friends in டச்ல இருக்க
Actually,
முடியுமா?
முடியும். There are some of my older ex-boyfriends who I'm very much in touch with and be friends with, sort of thing. So
ஓகே.
yeah.
இப்போதான் நான் காலையில யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். there was a generation, நம்ம அப்பா அம்மா இருந்த generation where marriage was not a choice, they had to go through it because அது பண்ணாதான் women நீங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயம். அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்கிற ஜென்ரேஷன் வந்து ஐ வில் ஆல்சோ புட் மை செல்ஃப் இன் டு தட் வேர் யூ கெட் மேரிட் பட் அதுக்கு ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகலைன்னா த டிவோர்ஸ் ரேட் இஸ் ஹை நவ் யூ வாக் அவுட் ஆஃப் இட்.
Yeah.
இப்போ ஐ ஃபீல் இந்த ஜென்சி கல்ச்சர்ல இருக்கிற குழந்தைங்கலாம் வந்து கல்யாணமே வேணாம், we will be single. This is always never a surprise for men. பட் women வந்து எங்களுக்கு கல்யாணம் வேணாம், we are okay with relationships and commitment,
Right.
பட் கல்யாணம் வேணாம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஸ்டாண்ட் கிளியரா எடுக்கிறாங்க. What are your thoughts about it?
I don't know who came up with this concept of marriage. It is not ordained by God. It is clearly something that humans came up with to kind of make sure that there is a semblance of order in the society, right?
And to procreate.
And to procreate. I mean, you don't have to like marry to procreate, but I think they wanted to kind of tie people into more like civil, organized mini
Setups.
units in the
நீங்க இதுக்கு இந்த குழந்தைக்கு நீங்க தான் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள்.
correct to bring some responsibility, right? Exactly. I think companionship is beautiful. I don't entirely, I'm not passionate about the idea of marriage, because the interpretation of it is very
Too
you
much,
know,
right?
it's just I feel like the stakes are very high and it's almost like something you can't undo. It feels like a really big step.
Yeah.
Which is honestly scary, you know. Humans should be allowed to make mistakes. Humans like it just feels like a very
Heavy.
very like too much responsibility, this step. But when people say that they don't want to marry, kalyaname vendana, I feel relationships are hard work. I really do believe in the idea of choice. If you think that this is something that you don't want to do, I think it's completely okay. And I think slowly we're seeing late marriages, we're seeing second marriages, we're seeing people adopting children, never marrying, we're seeing live-in relationships. There's so many definitions of companionship or the choice to live your life the way you want to. And I'm all for that. I don't see it as degradation of like in the generation kevalama irukke eppadi, like how are they sort of how are they saying no marriage at all? I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I feel like it's complete. Tomorrow if my niece comes to me, she's 12 years old, she comes to me and says I don't want to marry, I'll be like, yeah, sure babe, you do your thing.
பட் நீங்க கண்டிப்பா வந்து நம்ம அப்பா அம்மா எல்லாம் பயமுறுத்துற மாதிரி 60 வயசுல தனியா யாருமே பாத்துக்காம ஒரு வீட்டுல தனியா வாழ்ந்து செத்துருவ, கூட துணைக்கு யாருமே இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, அதெல்லாம் நீங்க சொல்ல மாட்டீங்கல்ல உங்க niece கிட்ட?
Because எனக்கும் அந்த ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு. I mean, my parents have never told me, oh, like get married.
It's conditioning. Yeah.
It's conditioning. And because I know that I'll have friends or I'll have myself, I'll have some money to travel, I'll be doing my own fitness thing, I'll be fine. It's okay. It's totally fine.
It's totally okay.
You have one life, do what you want.
Beautiful. இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல போஸ்ட் பண்றது ஒரு நெசசிட்டி அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இஸ் ஃபார் அ ஹீரோயின், ஃபார் அன் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்சர், அ கான்டென்ட் கிரியேட்டர், யா. பட் இதை தாண்டி அதை கன்சியூம் பண்ற ஆடியன்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்கனாலே திஸ் சார்ட் ஆஃப் அ ப்ரெஷர் ஆல்சோ. ஐயோ நம்ம ரொம்ப நாள் ஒண்ணுமே போடாம இருக்கோமே, போஸ்ட் பண்ணாம இருக்கோமே அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. Have you felt that pressure a lot?
I have. But I also know that people are just
scrolling.
So your one photo which you've put thought, spent money on, hair, makeup, photographer, editing, it doesn't mean anything to them. You know, you're just literally trying to keep them engaged and sort of thing. I have gone without posting for a month and all that.
Does it make a difference உங்க film offersல, the way you're approached? நீங்க டெட்டா இருக்கீங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல, does your brand manager call and say this is just not okay, you have to do something? Does it make a difference?
It doesn't show immediately. Maybe you lose some followers. I don't think it translates to loss of work.
Okay.
It is known that the higher you're following, the more brands will come to you.
Correct.
Right? So that's something that I'm reminded,
Conscious.
not told, but reminded. Go on live, Shraddha. Why don't you? You know, my manager knows I'm not the dance and make reels kind of person. She fully understands.
I adore that about
she's
you,
Very
okay?
she's very supportive like that. But she's like, see how you can engage the audience, like sort of thing. Make a get ready with me video, or we'll do a BTS video, and she keeps saying. But there's no pressure as such.
You don't
I think
feel the
I like internally only, because it's also addictive, no? Once you check your photo and you see how many likes you got.
Yeah.
Sometimes that photo will be so amazing and you'll be like, this is going to cross like 200k likes.
ஆனா எதிர்பார்த்த மாதிரி போலன்னா
Yeah,
நமக்கு
you get
வருத்தமாயிடும்.
30, 40 likes. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Na wrong time la potena, like those doubts start coming. Illa nalla ilya in the photo. Sometimes I have sat on I've checked my phone and just gone through my own photos.
Oh,
Till 2019.
Oh.
Wow, Shraddha, wow.
it's like a book actually. It's like a dairy book.
Yeah, it's like a diary, yeah.
Yeah.
But pressure is slightly there. But I think it's higher for content creators and influencers.
You don't think ஃபிலிம்ஸ்ல வந்து உங்களை சைன் அப் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இவங்களுக்கு இவ்வளவு ஃபாலோயிங் இருக்கு, அப்ப வந்து she'll be a good fit for us.
இல்ல, அது important தான்.
இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தாங்க.
Yeah.
ஸோ நீங்க வந்து டெட்டா எனக்கு இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் அக்கௌண்ட்டே நான் வச்சுக்க மாட்டேன் டிசைட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, லைக் வாட் ஐஸ்வர்யா லக்ஷ்மி இஸ் டூயிங் நவ,
Right.
you think it's a big risk to take?
It's a big risk. But if she has done that for her, whatever, for her clarity, mental health, or just as an experiment, I'm totally supportive of it. I think it's a huge decision she has taken. Very proud. I feel like everyone should try it out sometime. Just go off the grid. But Ella, you are right. Following matters, because at least your songs will go viral. It will get shared. You know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't bring that many people to the audience, to the theaters, it helps.
Okay.
Popular face helps.
And also when it comes to your choice of projects, you're somebody who chases quality of work, quantity கிடையாது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு துணிச்சலான முடிவு எடுக்கிறவங்களுக்கு எப்போ அடுத்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கரெக்டாக அவங்களுக்கு சாதகமாக வரும்ன்றது சொல்லவே முடியாது.
Sure.
அப்போ இந்த இன்பிட்வீன் கேப்ஸ், அந்த சைலன்ஸ் பீரியடை எப்படி இமோஷனலாக ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுறீங்க?
You can focus on what's in your control. You can use that time to just dedicate to yourself, your family, do the things that you want, travel. I did a course at Adi Shakti in 2022.
Oh, acting.
Yeah. A residency workshop. It can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
Ramya.
Yeah.
It can be very, how do you say, you start questioning your choices. Like, why did I choose to be this person? Why do I have to be so picky? And like, when will I just, as actors, how do you hone your craft? I feel I can only hone my craft if I'm on set.
Correct.
If I'm acting, if I'm actively memorizing my lines, following my director's instructions. So if I sit at home, I feel like I get rusty. Like, I feel like I'm forgetting how to act.
ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு சான்ஸ் கிடைக்காம போயிடுது.
கிடைக்காது. So I start thinking of all these things. But I have so many friends. Like, I mean, my friends and family, they always remind me, like, use this time. Thing is, you have to just be positive about it.
Yes.
And I am like that most of the time. I just have this one like moment of, why am I doing this? Like, I just want to like go back to set. I want to do something. Should we have said yes to that film?
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, I have said this in my recent interviews also. Everyone says that I'm picky, but I am not picky. It's like when someone says, let's say you're going for arranged marriage, okay, or like you're looking for a partner,
Okay.
and someone says, you're too picky, man.
People
you
actually
have to
say that
settle.
to me all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll say you're too picky, you won't
Yeah.
get a partner like that. You
Yeah.
have to be okay with 6 out of 10 qualities. So what if he's not 6 feet 1 inch? They'll ask these
Correct.
things, right? But there are some basic things that you need to have in your partner.
Absolutely.
Similarly, you have to have some basic things in the film that is offered to you.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in saying yes for the sake of it, out of desperation or out of let me just say yes to this, even though deep down my gut is telling me, no, Shraddha, this is not right for you. Because I feel like the audience will lose faith in you if you do a string of selection of bad scripts.
So roles.
Yeah. And I have worked really hard for this reputation, like, so I don't want to ruin that. So I feel like it's okay. I'm gonna be patient. I'm really gonna use this time to bond with family, friends, create memories. And when work comes, and when they call me, I'll go. I'll be ready. I'll be fresh, and I'll be like
Charged.
rejuvenated to go back to act.
I think this is exactly what all those girls out there who want to act should hear. ஏன்னா அவங்க வந்து பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிற வேலை மாதிரி இந்த வேலை இல்லைங்கிறத புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். நீங்க ஒரு லாயராகவே இருந்திருக்கீங்க. ஸோ டெய்லி காலைல போயிட்டு ஈவினிங் வர வேலை இது இல்லை. இதுக்குள்ள நிறைய நடுவில் கேப்ஸ் இருக்கு.
Yes.
நீங்க வீட்டில் உட்காரணும்.
Absolutely.
உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு சாய்ஸ் வரும், அதுக்கு நீங்க நோ சொல்லணும்.
Correct.
உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங் ஆஃப் டைம் நீங்க எதிர்பார்க்குற காசு வராது. அதுக்கப்புறம் அது எப்போ வரும்னு கூட தெரியாது.
Correct.
இது எல்லாமே உள்ளுக்குள்ள இருக்கு இல்லையா?
Correct. And you can't have an ego about this. And you have to it's a very unpredictable field.
It is.
There is no guarantee like a salary monthly in the first of this month you'll get that money you want.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have the mental fortitude, I think acting is a very tough job. Acting tough illa, the surrounding things, the patience, the waiting, the saying no, like you said, saying no is so hard. Why would you?
ஒருத்தங்க வந்து குடுக்குற ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி நம்ம வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருப்போம் அந்த டயத்துல, ஒண்ணும் பண்ண மாட்டோம். அப்புறம் வேற ஒரு பர்சன் அதை பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. It will just creep in thoughts unnecessarily. And most importantly, I'm sure when you go out, people will be like, அடுத்து என்ன ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்றீங்க? You might not have an answer.
It's absolutely.
அவங்களுக்கும் அவங்க கேக்குற இன்டென்ஷனும் வந்து கரெக்டான இன்டென்ஷன் தான்.
Correct. But நமக்கு just like it's piercing our insecurities.
Exactly.
It's suddenly all those negative thoughts like I don't have an answer. What do I say? Why do you have to talk? Why do you have to ask me what I'm doing next?
And this is for a fully successful heroine. I'm not talking about somebody who's asking for offers. And madri illa. Yeah, this is something
we've all faced like ups and downs. COVID time was very hard. Even though the whole world was resting. Somehow I felt like, why am I not going to work? Then my manager was like, nobody's going to work, Shraddha. Everyone is saying January kapro. I was like, no.
I'm glad you shared that with us. Thank you for that. Another thing in the same thing is, do you think this is the reason why heroines these days are going into startups, investments, நான் business ஆரம்பிக்க போறேன்? Do you think there is some connection there? ஏன்னா நான் சினிமா மாத்திரம் நம்பிட்டு இருந்தா my flow of income is going to be arrested. And என்ன நான் ஆக்கியூபை பண்ணி பிஸியா இருக்கிறதுக்கு I need multiple facets. So let's start doing that. Do you think that that's the way it is?
கண்டிப்பா. I mean வெறும் actresses இல்ல, heroes, actors also
பண்றாங்க.
அதான் see in the industry like I said ஒன்னு guarantee, like there's no guarantee. You need to diversify, you need to save, and you need to save smartly. Like someone told me, you need to make your money work for you, right? And that's the smartest thing to do. And businesses are a very smart option because you can leverage your face. Like you can use your face as
you're the brand.
Yeah, you're the brand, right? So you can use some of that. And I think that's a very, we cannot depend on just films or just brands or just like collaborations. You need to smartly put your money, and that's something I believe in very strongly.
So are you looking at doing something there, like any
businesses?
Sort of
No, I tried one in Chennai. It was a salad bar called Per Se. But it was a child of bad timing. It happened just like we launched it in March 2020, and then the lockdown hit, and a lot of small mistakes, location, and the timing, of course, like I said. Then the logistical part of it. So it didn't work out as a business, so we sold it. But
also I think not everybody wants to be healthy. நம்ம ஒன்னு ஹெல்த்தியா ஆரம்பிச்சா கூட அதை எடுத்துக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு நீங்க பிரியாணி கடை ஆரம்பிச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா
exactly. Yeah. Because food, the business is very profitable in my opinion.
It's competitive
but salads are a very niche. You're only selling salads and maybe people are not interested.
But you're so passionate about fitness. I'm sure you are having ideas ஏதாவது அந்த ஸ்பேஸ்ல ஏதாவது நம்ம பண்ணனும்னு.
எனக்கு அந்த business acumen இல்ல, I feel. I need a team of people.
Okay.
I'll put the money, I'll be the face, but I need a team of people who are good with business.
I think everybody is doing that.
Yeah, exactly. For me, that passion to, okay, now I'm going to invest. Tirpi, it's not come back to me to invest in something. So, yeah. But I would like to start something in the sustainable line. Something, no ideas as of now.
Okay, awesome. So, I've almost come to the fag end of this whole conversation with you. Thank you so much for being extremely honest with everything that you said நிஜமா எனக்கு ஆரம்பிச்ச மாதிரியே ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டு கூட ஐஸ்கிரீம் ஷாப்ல உட்காந்து பேசுன மாதிரி தான் இந்த கான்வர்சேஷன் இருந்தது.
It's all you, Ramya.
ஓ இட்ஸ் ஆல் யூ அஸ் வெல் ஸ்ரத்தா. ஜஸ்ட் டு ரேப் இட் அப், பிகாஸ் நீங்க வந்து தமிழ்ல, மலையாளம்ல, தெலுங்குல, கன்னடத்துல, ஹிந்தில எல்லா லாங்குவேஜ்லயும் நடிச்சதுனால நான் உங்களுக்கு 2 ஆப்ஷன் கொடுக்குறேன். அதுல நீங்க எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணணும்.
Okay.
ஆப்ஷன் 1 வந்து இந்த எல்லா லாங்குவேஜையும் ஒரு லைன் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி இப்போ என்கிட்ட நீங்க பேசணும்.
Okay.
இல்லாட்டி ஆப்ஷன் 2 வந்து ஸ்ரத்தா கபூர் வந்து பிரிட்டிஷ்ல பேசுவாங்க. அந்த she has that British slang. அதுல
Right.
I've seen that video where she does it. So I want to tell the world Shraddha Srinath can also do that.
Oh, yes, I can do it. I
Please.
really like to talk like this, actually. In fact, there was a time I went to London. My friend was living there. He was studying there. And we talked like this all night. And people around us were just tearing. We were being very loud. We were a little drunk also. But we were talking like this all night. It was really fun. I just love doing this. I love finding people who talk like this, like in a Brit accent. And then I can go on and on and on. And I never get tired of it. I just never get bored. I really enjoy it. It's the only accent I really like doing.
What about the American accent?
Oh, I really like that as well. But it's not like really, it's like a Valley girl accent.
God!
It's,
இவங்களுக்குள்ள ஒரு அன்னியன் இருக்காங்க.
It's really lame, but...
No, I can see the shift immediately. Shraddha, நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணதே இல்ல.
I practice this a lot because I really enjoy talking in accents.
You do?
I really love imitating accents. And so the British and the American Valley girl accent is the only thing that I've kind of
I was just about to ask வேற என்ன accents பண்ணுவீங்க.
I try to do the Thai accent a lot.
Please do that.
No, what did they say? No, I can't do it very well. I'm a son. I don't know what to say.
ஒரு மாதிரி poetic slang கூட வரும் அது. Yeah.
I love doing accents.
Amazing. Thank you. We started with a smile and we're finishing it with a slang and smile again. I just want to manifest right now that may you be getting whatever you want in your life in terms of projects, in terms of happiness, in terms of great health, and keep continuing to inspire us as well as be so approachable for us to look at you, admire, and just take a slice of whatever you do in our own lives. Thank you so much for being you.
Thank you so much, Ramya. I had such a good time.
So-
It was such a free-flowing conversation, and I'm so glad to be doing this with you. Did I tell you this is my first podcast?
Yes, you
It is
did.
my first
You
ever
did.
podcast as Shraddha Srinath, the person, and I'm so happy that it happened with you.
அதுவும் உங்க ஊர்ல பெங்களூர்ல அது நடந்தது எனக்கு இன்னுமே ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் ஃபீலிங் கொடுக்குது.
எனக்கு ஏன் honor அது.
Thank you so much, Shraddha.
Thanks, Ramya.